Hello YouTube, Drake Clawfang here. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Philly Fantasy VI. Now let's head into the dungeon. And once again, hopefully my audio is fixed again. I will remember to export from Audacity before I close the file this time. And I did actual testings to get my volumes and recorders to a proper configuration. Yeah. I remember in the original game, I found Mog so overpowered for this dungeon because he joins the party at like level 22, like 4 or 5 levels above everyone else, and then you have all his dances, which are really good once you get the hang of their quirks. Like, everyone talks about how Gao is such a game breaker, and yeah, he is, but I prefer Mog. I just find Mog way better. Especially in this hack, you know, you've got Overclock there for Hastka, long before you can get Hastka in the main game, you know. It's at the ancient castle in the World of Ruin, so if you're up for it, you know, you got Pinky with Hastka. Why are they all taking damage? This is... oh no. Oh no. Ow, okay, that wasn't too bad actually. There, she lived through that. What is with the delay on this? Like... well, one down. I want to check why they're all taking damage, because that's odd. And Luna's back. Good thing Dash happens to have fire resistant stuff, not so good for Twilight. Way to go, Luna. Way to go. There you go, Pinky. Show him how it's done. Uh-oh. I forgot they could do that! Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Whew. Well, that could have gone better. Good thing I came in well supplied. That is these rooms, that's not changed from the original game, you know. In the original game, yeah, enemies in this area can cast tier 3 magic. I don't know what the hell the developers were thinking. And we have the Wind Cutter, which is a sword, teaches arrow. And it is the equivalent of the Kazakiri or Tempest in the original game, but here it's just a normal sword. That's one of the things that I really hated in FF6. Like, Cyan can equip katanas, but not swords. What kind of sense does that make? He's a samurai. I'm sure he'll get the hang of a normal sword over a katana. And here we have the Zombone and the Ing, who will make up every single enemy encounter we have for the next hour or so. I hate these guys so much. Like, the thing is, they're not even that particularly strong, they're just really annoying because they're the only enemies you meet in this cave. Oh buddy, boss. No, but what I did balancing for the Zombone, because I remember, like, they were so annoying because, for different reasons, like Life Shaver, there's a signature move, Life Shaver, does massive damage to one character and heals them. Ah, cool. There it is. So what I did was I limited the MP they have so they can only use Life Saver so many times, and I lowered its power to be a normal drain attack. So they're still annoyingly persistent, but less so. What is she equipped with that is doing that? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Uh-oh. Oh. Thought it was the Zombone using Blaze there. There we go. At least they give you, 2 magic points and some decent XP and money. No. Luna, what are you equipped? Ah, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Bio is not critical. Fire is critical. I like burning things. My psychiatrist says I should get over that, but what does she know? Okay, here we go. One more. One more switcheroo. Come on. Okay, fine. Why does that keep failing? Good job, Dashi. No, Pinky, stop with the drain. Why am I saying stop with the drain guns? I should stop having her use it. Maybe that would be helpful. Why didn't I think of that? X, Y, A. When we are done this, I'm checking the blitz inputs. Do 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 do. Uh-oh. Twilight, no, don't set your friends on fire. Good Dashi. Regen, remedy, and cure. Woo! XXY. Duh. No wonder I kept saying I was putting in the wrong inputs, because I was putting in the wrong inputs. Okay, okay. We'll try this again. XXY. Ha! Good Pinky. And more bars. Talk. Nice, there we go. I got it now. Right. Okay, I'll take that. There we go. Look at me go now. Uh-oh. Ouch. Good Twilight. Nice, very nice. Ooh! Shell scan over. Okay, that was a very... What the... What was that? That was weird. Well, whatever. Oh, you got the saber now. What's most protection? Sure. Rainbow Dash equipped with Firefly, isn't that just perfect? You don't need arrow. You need magic. You can hang on to him for another minute. And Alicorn, what is it? Up, down, left, right. I'm wondering what. Like I remember I had the Alicorn commands be. Whoops. I remember I had the Alicorn commands, made them into cheat codes from video games, but I don't remember which ones. So I'm just wondering what game is that from now. I don't remember. Here we go. Okay. Now let's sprint, because I hate this dungeon so much. It's such a long and boring dungeon. And I know they absorb fire, but I want to try out that new skill. Up, down, left, right, A. At least I think they absorb fire. I'm pretty sure I made them do that. Well, I didn't make them do that. They did that in the original game too. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, they do. But not the Zombone. I can work with that. Uh-oh. That's it? Wow. And I'm just thinking FF6 vanilla, that would have done like 2,000 damage. I'd be dead right now. It is a thing. I think I've mentioned, like, there's some things about F6 I didn't know about. But I am very familiar with the gameplay of it. I've played through it several times since I was a kid. When I did a walkthrough for the game for the Final Fantasy Wiki, I played through it start to finish in 2 weeks. So I know the game very well, and that's why I think like I was able to, you know, touch and go, do a good job of rebalancing the battle system, because I know which specific characters are underpowered, which specific ones are overpowered. If there's a specific attack or item that's overpowered, I know about it. Like, that's why, in particular, why I changed the Drill and Debilitator. Because the Debilitator is useless. You get in the World of Ruin, and why would you ever want to waste Edgar's turn giving an enemy an elemental weakness when he can just take the chainsaw to them? And why would the Drill. Drill is ridiculously overpowered. So, okay, route the Debilitator to the World of Balance, where Flash, he might want to give an enemy an elemental weakness that other party members can pick on. And, we'll move the Drill to the World of Ruin, because it's really, really good. It just lets you get it later in the game. And that's the same thing with Cyan, checking his sword techs and Sabin's healing blitzes, which were pretty useless in the original game. Though that said, the one was a minor change. I think the character that underwent the least amount of changes was Realm to Sweetie Belle, but it's still a significant change. In the original game, Sketch uses the enemy stats for calculating damage, and that's why Sketch's attack sucks, because enemies usually only have like 20 battle power and 10 magic. Really, 20 magic and for 30 battle power is high for enemy parties. And that's why Sketch attack sucks, because the enemies are just like a completely different power scale than the party. But now, they use Sweetie Belle's own stats for calculating damage. So this gets your attacks on much stronger. Nice. And there's the new arrow graphic, which is green now and after an update. Decided to go for the wind is green trope. And Zombone is dead. Ultra, thank you. Sure, powder's good. Again, that Earth Pony Vitality showing in the considerably higher HP Luna and Pinky have. I didn't like consciously seek out to do it, but it occurred to me at a later point that I've kind of copied FF12's battle system here. Here with, you know, the different equipment types, boosting stats innately and all that. Sure, freeze them. And you know, that's fine, like, I like FF12's equipment system. You know, Mystic, Light, Heavy Armor, boosting the different stats and that. It works, I like that equipment system. And it lends itself well to this game with the Pegasi Unicorn Earth Pony setup. There's one cool thing that I like on this set. You really realize that if you have the skill and are willing to think about it, the game actually is pretty versatile in what you can do. Like I mentioned before, the guy made a hack where Biggs that focuses on Biggs and Wedge. Well, what he did for that hack, I remember, is there's this one sword Biggs had. I think it's Biggs has that randomly cast Tech Laser, because that is something you can do. And so, you know, you just think of all the myriad ways. You could have a weapon that randomly casts anything. You could have a weapon that randomly summons an Esper. You could have a weapon that randomly, you know, like you could have a claw that randomly casts Hoof Rush. Now, I don't know how it would execute, you know, like how well it would work, but you could do it. Because Hoof Rush and Sword Tech and Blitz and Laws all classified as spells that can could potentially be called up upon. And the same thing is General Leo's Shock command. How it works is there's a command ability and it casts the Shock ability as usable as viewed in the magic menu. So you could make Shock into anything. You could give a character, I mentioned that I could give Celestia the Phoenix command for Philomena and just let her use the Phoenix summon anytime she wants. You know, you could have give the command Zantetsuken, and they can use Zantetsuken anytime they want. Really ridiculously broken, but you can do it. And then finally, you link that with equipment that casts an equipment that changes commands. You know, like stuff that changes like Steel into Mug or Sketch into Control. You can make any command turn into any other command. So you think now, like, you have Setzer, with Slot, you could make a relic for him that changes Slot into Party or Dance or whatever. So you just think about all the ways you could hypothetically do that. You know, you could give Sabin some sort of relic like Figaro Arms or something like that lets him change his Blitz to tools, but it's a weapon that also randomly casts one of his Blitz skills when attacking. The only problem is limitations of what you can do with limitations in the quantity you can do. Like, there are 5 specific commands set up in the hex that change commands around like that. So you can only have up to 5 things that do that. And it's always one way, you know. So I have the relic that changes flashes. Wrong one. that changes Flash's weapons into the fight in the mug. That can be usable by anyone, but that's one of the 5 slots, so you can only really have 5 relics that change commands like that. And the thing with casting like Tech Laser or Random Summon, that is a specific effect tied to the Kazakiri, because, and this is hard to understand without showing in the editor, and I don't understand the difference myself from a programming sense. But the thing with like you attack with the Flame Saber or the Fire Rod, and it randomly casts a fire spell. That is different from the Kazakiri's randomly casting Wind Slash, because the other spells are like actual spells. You learn from Esper's cast from the menu. And that just did that a bit. Change that a bit. But anyway, so because Wind Slash is not a normal spell you can normally learn. You know, it had to be programmed different, I guess. But unfortunately, that means that there's only one ability that you can have that way. That randomly cast Wind Slash effect can be reassigned to any other ability, but you only have one. It only works once, you know. So I can't like have an equipment piece that randomly casts like a sword tech skill and then another that randomly casts a blitz skill. No, you only get one. But I've redesigned some of the Desperation attacks for 2.0. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to view some of them with how... I did want to make Desperation attacks happen more frequently, but I couldn't figure out the coding for it. And I asked the FF6 hacking guys, they either didn't know or didn't respond, so... You know, well, oh well. Yeah, I did change some of the effects. One of them, I think it's Luna's, does gravity-based damage to enemies. I think it's one of them, like, inflicts enemies with a bunch of status ailments. Sweetie Belle's a particular member has a chance to cast instant KO on enemies. And that's Requiem. So, you know, that's some cool stuff. I don't want to make them like a critical part of gameplay, because you can only use them once per battle and it's random, but I still wanted to make them something that, hypothetically, a player might want to deliberately trigger, you know, and could reliably trigger if I could get the frequency of their occurrence up. But I couldn't. So, nope. Nice, good job, Pinky. And there she has Isra. I remember when I played through this as a kid, and I always hated that. The Ings absorb fire, but they're undead enemies. Undead enemies are supposed to be weak to fire. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. We're in a cave full of magma. They've probably evolved or developed a tolerance for fire, so whatever. Still bugs me. And that is the earth negating powers of the Earth Pony armor there, negating Life Shaver. You know, some walkthroughs for the game, FF6, actually advise players to steal suits of Gaia gear from enemies near Thamasa, and only go through the cave with that character that could equip the Gaia gear, because the Gaia gear absorbs Earth, so it inverts Life Shaver to damage the Ings and heal you. I never was ordered that, because, you know, okay, yeah, the Ings will damage themselves and heal you, but they're still annoyingly persistent. You're still gonna run into them every single fight you have, you know? So it's still, like, really annoying. Maybe I should look at cutting fights. Drown them. Drown the bastards. I'm gonna start using my Espers liberally. I wanna get through this cave. I hate this dungeon. Fizz Blast. Whoa! That's actually really strong. Did I make them weak to wind or water or something? Come on, I think there's one over here too. I want to see, did I make him weak to water? Pinky, your time to shine. What? I missed the L. Oh well. Let's see. Come on. Come on. It's not gonna do anything. You haven't taken damage yet. Okay, here we go. I love this graphic effect. This one is just so cool. Ooh! Once again, Pinky reminds us she is best pony. So glad I brought Pinky here. Okay. I know there's 4, but I can't be bothered to look for all 4. I don't even remember what I made them, if I'm being honest. But I got an opal ring. Oh, it's a pearl ring. Well, that's text I need to change. Here's the thing, like, you don't find them like normal items. When you talk to them, it like triggers an event where it displays the text message, and then you receive the item. So that's why, you know, it doesn't match the item name, because it's not like a normal item find where it just says, you found this item. So the Ings are weak to water, but these guys are not. I'm wondering what they are weak to, if anything. Even Holy doesn't seem to do that much to them. Really? Wow, the first one's not dead yet? I would've thought for sure that would kill him. There he goes. There we go. Doo-doo. And I know there is one more thing up here. Found some bits. Okay. That'll do. I might change it because I didn't care to, like, put the exact amount. Like, you ever think about that? Like, okay, you know, maybe you find a bag labeled 2,000 bits or 1,000 bits or whatever. I'm just gonna stop running. I'm bored. You find those bags like that, okay. But then you find 730 bits. Well, like, do the ponies count out each individual bit? But then that gets into the fridge logic. Well, how are we carrying around 24,000 bits? Do we just have a bag with us where we have 24,000 gold coins in it? Yeah, there's some stuff in RPG you just gotta go with. Pinky, do your thing. Oh, that's the one-off attack she randomly gets. And it inflicts, I think I made it inflict status ailments too, but I don't remember which ones. Yeah, and that's the group heal move I mentioned. But it doesn't do anything because someone's dead. Pinky, you're failing. Stop failing. Just do that El Nino thing. You know that thing you did the last 2 times I used the water dance? Do that again. Oh, Dashi can do what you can. That works too. I'm fine with that. Float and fire. That's... yeah, you don't need arrow just yet. Let's see, what else can we give you? Yeah, Morning Glory. You need some healing. Twilight still with Fizzy. Luna's with Powder for another fight or 2. Yeah, this is all working good. Whatever. I think it's just like a switch anyway. I got to think, I didn't change anything in this dungeon, but I am curious, like, what do these things even do? Like, I hit flick the switch, but what does this switch actually allow me to do? Just El Nino, there you go. Good Pinky, good pony. Nice. I'm an idiot. You know what? I don't care anymore. Okay, El Nino. We're gonna kill the Ings instantly. And what is Luna gonna do? Luna is gonna send him to the moon! Why? Why is it every time I try to do that joke, it's against an enemy immune to suplex? I should just stop using Alicorn. It seems like every time I try and use an Alicorn attack, I just fail in general. How about this? Okay, I guess I got this one right. I want redemption. I want to redeem that to the moon joke. I know what I have to do. There was but one option left to me. I should go with Gusty. Okay, so we'll open that up. Oh, I'm so bored of this. Come on, just run away. Run away, run away. There we go. Go in here. Oh. Now, in the original game, these contained, like, the Magicite item, which were completely useless because they summoned a random Esper in battle. Useless. So I had to change them around. One thing you get here is the Aurora Ring. Alicorn. As you can see, nice stat boost for Alicorns. I'll give that to Luna. Actually, how is Luna learning with Fire? 87? That's it? Ah. Okay, now I'm gonna take Firefly, learn Fire, Float, and all that. And here we are again. Okay, you failed too much, Pinky. You've demoralized me. Not gonna work. Ha! Even if I could do damage, it wouldn't. Pinky is immune to Earth. Okay, let's go. Come on! Here we go. Pinky, no failing. Are you gonna fail? Okay, good pony, good Pinky. Yeah, it's just attack and kill it. And we're finally here. F2, not F3. Oh god, I was just completely woken down. I thought I accidentally hit F3. This is such a cool map too. And look who's here. If only I could have a proper fight with Discord again here. I could if I wanted to, but yeah. Now, let's try something. Please, please let me. There we go! Send Discord to the moon. And I didn't do the call because I wasn't sure if it would work or not. Damn it! That's another thing where Esperterra changes colors a bit more often, but I didn't change the color because I didn't think it was necessary. The sound effects and earlier changing shows it fine what's happening. And here we go. Here comes chaos. Yep, that's an Esper. Discord tries to look up. Is that all you got? Nope. Wow. And now we're stuck laying here. Well, rocks fall and everyone dies. I love how they fall in perfect formation too. Though I'm one of those guys that thinks it's not symmetrical. Why isn't it symmetrical? This is another reason I'd like to for FF6 to get a full remake for the PSP, or probably more likely Vita or the 3DS. You know, because the story has aged very, very well. The story holds up great. It's the gameplay and some of the graphic effects that are lacking. And, you know, you polish up the gameplay a bit, and gameplay can be perfectly fine. It's not going to be the best gameplay in the series, but it can work. You know, you balance it a bit better, and you know, you give it better graphics so you can properly represent a rock slide or something like that there. I remember reading like FF6 is way more popular in North America than Japan. Like in Japan, FF6 was considered inferior to FF5 for its wacky humor and likable and awesome gameplay. FF6 was seen as a step back for its different gameplay and more serious and angsty story. And I think it was, I think it was Hironobu Sakaguchi or maybe Katase that said whenever he goes sees fans in North America, he's used to getting asked to autograph their cartridges or their boxes of Final Fantasy III for Super NES. Where in Japan, no one asks him that. Like it's Final Fantasy X or Final Fantasy VIII or of course Final Fantasy VII. And unfortunately, I think that's the big reason I think FF6 doesn't get a lot of recognition, is because, let's be honest, Square Enix doesn't really care about their Western fans. I think it's been, like, they've gotten better at it in recent years, but, you know, you just remember all the final mix releases we had to deal with, all the terrible localizations and translations. Square Enix's first priority is to their Japanese players. Western players, eh. Oh no, Twilight's turning into Spike! I could make so many jokes right now, but I don't like her turning into Spike. And that'd be a neat effect if you could change the overworld map sprite into the imp effect too. Like, that'd be cool, I think. And we're out. Fuck that cave. Yeah, bad things gonna happen. I find it interesting. I like the airstrip moves so slowly in cutscenes, but it's so fast on the world map. And once again, that emulator thing showing the off-screen sprites in the text box. But it'll create a neat effect when they walk on screen. And again, I didn't do anything with these scenes because it's these battle cutscenes which are more complicated to edit and I have no knowledge of. And now... Oh yeah, I forgot. Press the button. Maybe I should move to get rid of that. Because I remember that's confused at least one other player that I know of. You just don't see the blank text box and have to press A to make the text appear. Yeah, we're gonna crash. And here's the thing that always bugged me whenever I see this scene. Because I'm the kind of guy, I recognize that part of the world map. That's Mount Colt, so the Unicorn Range. That's where the Moturna hideout is. That narrow strip of land in the mountains. So, like, you couldn't just use, like, the southern continent land? Why? 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 Maybe I'll go in and change that if I could be bothered. We'll see. I don't know. Yes. And we'll take Twilight, Flash, Applejack. Who else? Who else? Nah, Scootaloo hasn't seen action in a while. You can come, Scoots. Come visit the Empire. Okay, let's get our party suited up. Oh. Sure. Sure. Okay. Sure. I'm not gonna be doing too much fighting with him anyway. And everyone's fully healed, right? Right. And again, here's that Pegasi evasion at work. Twilight and Applejack ain't gonna block nothing. Twilight, Scootaloo and Flash got it covered. I didn't set up the relics, but you know what? We're not going far. We're not going far at all. Like, you look away with question. Like, thank God. Like, Just like a couple extra seconds and we could have crashed in the ocean and the game would be over all of a sudden. I should have gone and got more emulates for Scootaloo. And we'll do it later. That's the thing, I don't really like Gao, like, on principle. I just don't think Gao's gimmick is really that good. You know, it's a neat, different thing, but I don't like it. I don't like Berserker party members, and I don't like random effects. But you work within the confines you got. So I'm just visiting here to show something off. Yeah, we don't really, like, need any of this stuff. Nah. I didn't get these two. Anyway, in here... Yeah, that's just a little tiny bit of extra dialogue of Applejack's in the party. Yeah, so that's where Apple Bloom is. She's here. And now we'll just come over here, find the hidden Chocobo stable, because I am not walking. So you think you could ride this Chocobo? God, Chocobuck, you better put him on this Chocobo! God, that song is stupid, I love it. Okay. So, we're at the Crystal Empire now. Save state just to be safe. And next part, we have the Imperial Banquet and the trip to Rainbow Falls, and I'll probably do the dungeon there. See you next time.